When Prometheus, a fire god and divine trickster, had stolen fire from heaven and bestowed it upon humans, Zeus, the king of the gods, decided to punish both Prometheus and humans. The gods created a beautiful woman named Pandora and brought her to Prometheus, who refused to accept her because he knew the gods are out to take revenge on him. Prometheus' brother Epimetheus thought Pandora was so charming that she could never harm anyone, and he decided to marry her. They lived happily together, until one day the god Mercury appeared, bearing an enchanting box. Mercury wouldn't tell them what was inside the box, only that it had to be kept sealed forever. He asked them whether he could leave the package with them until he returned, and they agreed. Pandora was intrigued by the contents of the box, but she had promised Mercury Thash would never open it. Pandora couldn't take her eyes off the box. All she could think was what was inside the box. She began to imagine it held magnificent dresses, wonderful jewelry, or even money. When Pandora was sure Epimetheus was out of sight, she would untie the thick gold cords that held the box securely closed and brush her fingertips over the carved woodwork. She wished she could give in to temptation and peek inside the box, but she always retied the cords and returned the box to its shelf. But one day Pandora lost to her curiosity, and she took the box and broke the gold cord. When she raised the heavy lid, she was surprised to see no gold or treasure or the stuff she imagined to see. Instead, the gods had packed the box full of all the terrible evils they could think of. Out of the box poured disease, misery and death, all shaped like tiny buzzing moths. The creatures stung Pandora over and over again, and she slammed the lid shut. Epimetheus ran into the room to see why she was crying in pain. Pandora could still hear a voice pleading with her to let her out of the box. They lifted the lid again because Epimetheus agreed that nothing within the box could be worse than the horrors that had already been unleashed. Hope was all that remained in the box. It flew from the box like a beautiful dragonfly, touching and healing the wounds left by the terrible creatures. Despite the fact that Pandora brought anguish and suffering on the world, she also allowed hope to follow them.